Links greens are unlike any other greens you'll play in golf. They're faster, firmer, more exposed to the wind, and they break in ways that will surprise you if you're used to parkland courses. In this video, we cover exactly how to read greens on a links course. So you stop three putting and start giving yourself genuine chances. Before you can read a links green, you need to understand why they behave differently to parkland greens. Links greens are built on sandy soil close to the sea. They drain almost instantly, which means the surface is firm and fast, even in wet conditions. The grass is finer and cut shorter than you'll find on most inland courses. There's no shelter from the wind, and crucially, links greens are rarely flat. They're full of subtle undulations, humps and hollows that have been shaped by centuries of wind and natural movement. On a parkland green, a putt that looks straight usually is straight. On a links green, a putt that looks straight almost never is. The biggest mistake club golfers make on links greens is waiting until they're standing over their ball to start reading. By then it's too late. Start reading the green as you approach it. Look at the general shape. Is it elevated or below the fairway? Does it slope front to back or side to side? Look at the surrounding landscape too. Links greens often follow the natural contours of the land. If the land falls away to the left, the green probably does too. Walk up from below the hole if you can. You'll see the slope much more clearly from the low side than from directly behind your ball. This is the single most important thing that separates links putting from parkland putting. And most golfers completely ignore it. Wind affects your putt on a links green. The greens are so exposed and the grass so fine that a strong crosswind will push a slow dying putt offline. On a downwind putt, the ball will roll further than you expect. Into the wind, it will stop sooner. The rule is simple. Always note the wind direction before you putt. On a long putt into a headwind, hit it harder than you think. Downwind, hit it softer and allow more break. A crosswind on a slow dying putt, aim slightly into the wind. This is not something you need to do on most parkland courses. On a links course, it's essential. Links greens often have subtle slopes that are hard to spot from one angle. Always read from at least two positions behind the ball and from the low side. The low side read is the most underused technique in club golf. Walk to the side, the ball will break towards and look back up the line. You'll see slope that was completely invisible from behind the ball. Also use your feet. As you walk to your ball across the green, notice which way the ground falls under your feet. Your body feels slope that your eyes miss. On long putts, anything over 20 feet, focus on the last 3 feet before the hole. This is where the ball is slowest and where break has the most effect. Get the last section right and the rest will follow. Pace kills more putts than misread lines on a links course. The greens are faster than almost anything you'll play on an inland course. And pace control is everything. The golden rule on a links green is never charge through the hole. 3 putts on a links course almost always come from hitting the first putt too hard, leaving a long and difficult return. Dying the ball at the hole gives it every chance to fall in, and if it misses, you're left with a tap in rather than a testing 4-footer. Practice on the practice green before your round. Every links course has one. Hit lag putts from 30 and 40 feet and focus purely on pace, not line. Get the speed right and the break becomes much easier to manage. So 5 things to remember on links greens. 1, start reading before you get there. Use the approach and the surroundings. 2, always read from the low side as well as behind the ball. 3, factor in the wind. It affects the ball on a links green, especially on long putts. 4, use your feet, walk the green and feel the slope. 5, pace is everything. Never charge through the hole. Die the ball at the cup. Master those 5 things and links greens will go from your biggest weakness to one of your biggest advantages over the field. If this helped, subscribe for more links golf tips and we'll see you in the next one.